Are you looking for the next craft beer to try? Well, maybe Side Yard Ale from Bell's Brewery is the one for you. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brad.
I'm Jessica.
I'm so excited. I didn't even know my name in the first one we did. So this
takes.
is Side Yard Ale from Bell's, hot off the press, released today at 1 o'clock.
Canned on 9:28 this morning. I picked it up. I left work.
So today is 9:28.
Quit interrupting me.
Well, I was looking because it's got a time.
Well,
and it says 3:40.
It was canned this morning, fresh. Yep. I left work and went to the Eccentric Cafe / General Store where it's only being released. And I didn't stand in line very long because I know how to do this beer release stuff now. And I wait a little while and then go. And the limit was 2 4-packs, $15.99 a piece. They wouldn't let me go back out to my car and try again. They've already seen my face. So if it's good, we might have to go back. Right. But I didn't go into the cafe to have it off the tap, off the draft, whatever, because I had to go back to work. But everyone is super excited about this.
Yep. So this is 6.8% ABV. Not sure about the IBUs. Okay, it did say that. Shelf life is 3 months, but for a New England IPA, this is a New England IPA. 3 months is about all you want a New England IPA to go. Fresh from our hop yard to the kettle. So if you didn't know or you don't know a lot about Bell's, they did put in a hop yard behind the brewing facility, and Steve did ask me if this is from their hop yard, so obviously he didn't read the cans he picked up because it says
grab it and go.
Yeah, it says right on the thing.
He'll read it when he's drinking it today. Don't hate.
Yep. So hopefully this is good. Just a little bit more information. This has Chinook hops.
Oh, great. I will say that they aren't selling it cold.
Yeah, I tried to stay off Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, I was all over it today. I took care of business, but they had they just had it on the counter. And if you've ever been into the general stores,
I saw the picture of the counter just lined up with them.
Yep, and then as they get, literally people were just standing in line and 2 for me, 2 for me, 2 for me, and then as they were getting low, they'd go get the dolly and they'd bring more out. And surprisingly, there were a lot of people buying other beer with that. Right. I thought it would be like Hop Slam when I went in there. It was all Hop Slam, and they were just getting so much of it. Obviously there wasn't a limit to that, but
right.
Limit 2, which kind of stunk, but we don't know if it's good or not. Yeah. So I guess that's all right.
Yep. So let's get into it. Whitehead, what I do have, it has died down. It's starting to lace. Small bubbles. If we look at the color, light yellow, hazy color. It does look like there's protein floating in there.
I was just hoping for a more orange color. No?
I'm guessing because we know they're using Chinook, it should have a little bit of spice. Since it was just canned today, we might not get that kind of spice from that Chinook. But I say that because my Chinook IPA, when I first tasted it, when we did the first tasting, it was more of a New England IPA style than like a spicy, hoppy beer.
Do you grow Chinook in the backyard?
Yes.
Okay, great.
So we can make this.
Or not.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Okay. Okay, let's smell.
Citrusy. I get citrusy, but I get happy.
Yeah, I'm almost getting, it's a small, I would almost say bubblegum, like a bubblegum yeast kind of thing.
No.
Yeah, like a bubblegum citrus yeast. Not as fruity, juicy fruit as a New England IPA, but it smells good. What do you...
The bubblegum. Nothing smells like bubblegum in the beer world. I know. Okay, can we drink it? Because I really want to taste it. I'm going to start hiccuping.
After a while, I do get more of the citrus coming out of there than anything.
I know you're excited to smell it and analyze it, but I just really want to taste it.
Okay, drink.
I like this. I didn't think that I would. This is really good. It's lighter than I thought it would be, but it's the right amount of citrus for me. And there's no bitter aftertaste. I mean, okay, no. There's like a minimal bitter aftertaste. I do not like a bitter aftertaste. I really like this. Uh-oh.
Like, at the front, I really don't get anything, and I don't know if it's because it's young. Obviously, Bell's is going to let it rest, ferment, out. But yeah, at the beginning of the palate, I really don't get anything. Then going into the middle, I think it's kind of spice, like a touch mixed with like some sweet malt and citrus.
Okay.
In there, I do get a little pininess. I think it's carved well. Then a tiny bit of bitterness, as Jessica was saying, going down. Then the aftertaste is like a citrus pine to me.
But not heavy.
No, it's
Not
everything's
heavy.
like subtle.
I would be afraid of what this tastes like in a month or two. Are the flavors going to get more potent? I don't know if I would enjoy it as much.
I think, if anything, the citrus would stay the same.
Okay.
Maybe you would get some more spice as it aged a tiny bit.
Because I'm not getting any spice.
I get a tiny bit.
It's very subtle. All of it. It's very good, though.
A little yeast character in there, but again, for a New England IPA, that's what I get in these. I wouldn't say it's your standard New England juice bomb.
No.
It's more of a yeast, like I said, yeast kind of citrus with a tiny bit of spice in there. I'm not really getting the malt, that sweet malt that I was getting after the first couple drinks.
Okay.
So now that my palate's up to it, but I am getting like some bitterness in the aftertaste.
Okay. See, I guess I haven't had enough beer in the spectrum to know what is overly yeasty or overly malty.
No, you shouldn't really get a big maltiness out of this
in general.
beer.
Okay.
You would know.
If it was too malty?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would pick it up.
Well, what do you give this out of 5?
I would go 4.25 out of 5.
Okay.
It's not... I was thinking when they were going to make a New England IPA... Sorry, I keep looking over there.
At the Bell sign?
Yeah. That they would try and compete with Old Nation's M43. And that's not the case.
Maybe they didn't feel that was necessary.
Well, right, but I think this is like on the other side of a New England IPA. This is more on the citrus side of a New England IPA. Like, it's that citrus bomb more than it's the juicy fruit bomb that you're used to in a New England IPA. I think Bell's did a good job. The only thing I would change is I want more taste up front. I don't want it in the middle to the back. Like, that's fine. I just want a little bit more up front. And I don't know if it's because it's so fresh that it hasn't had a chance to, like, mellow out. I believe yesterday on Instagram, they posted a video of canning it.
Okay.
So, unless that was this morning. I can't remember. But if it was canned on...
So I don't know how you watched this.
I said yesterday.
Yeah.
They were showing the cans going around.
They canned it today.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Anyway, I would go 4.5. I say I have 4.5, 4.5. because I would like just a little bit more citrus. But I think that that's good.
Okay.
There's not a nasty after.
You're not getting alcohol for the
alcohol.
6.8%.
Yeah, this is really good. I would totally drink this with pizza, pretzels, by itself. I don't think, without blabbing, maybe Bell's felt that Old Nation had their own little niche and just let them be and not have to feel like they have to compete.
Right. Well,
I'm just saying.
And again, it's Bell's. They're going to do what they want. They really don't care what other people think or are doing.
Which is why we love them.
I would probably pick this up more than I would M43 just because I think M43 is more expensive. I think that's like $17.99.
Hey, yeah,
I could be wrong.
Sale at Meijer.
Well, right, but I think it's still over that.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely a good start
the price
to
point,
Bell's.
Though, it's fine.
Yeah,
Comparable.
$16 for 4 of them in today's age of New England IPAs.
And that's what we're paying for Old Nation ones at Meijer. So.
Yeah, I think that's
I mean, so, like, we get them on sale, the Greenstones and all that. Did anyone check in? I'm going to be the first one to check in.
So I can't look at Untapped because it's zeros across the board, which I can't believe. None of my friends. I did see posts of people at Bell's drinking this out of the tap, but the one I found, and it says Bell's, it has nobody.
Maybe it didn't refresh yet.
So, yeah, 4.25, I would change the up front. I would like to see a little bit more, I guess, citrus, like you said, since they are using the Chinook hop. I would like to see a little bit more of that up front, get an up front taste. And maybe, if anything, the bitterness turned up a little bit. I know in New England it's supposed to be low to moderate, but maybe just turn it up so you know it's there.
I liked it, and I would buy more of it, and I would keep it in the refrigerator to drink.
Yeah.
I liked it.
So yeah, good beer by Bell's. First New England IPA, I guess I would say, is a hit. So we're going to end this so Jessica's not on her phone anymore.
I'm tapping. I'm checking in. I'm going to be the first check-in.
And we're going to put this out now, hopefully.
Yeah, this is what we look like today on Friday. I still have my yellow earrings in from the day and still look...
So you should see this later Friday night, the same night, but there is a Comcast truck down the road and our internet wasn't working. So we'll see if this gets put up today or first thing tomorrow.
Hey, you know what? I think that if you are able to get it, which I don't know if there's going to be a point where they're going to be distributed. I don't know.
I think what they did is they wanted to see how this would go and what everybody thought about it, and that's why they just did a Bell's General Store release.
Well, maybe we'll go back up there and get some more while the Comcast isn't working. And if you need a can, message me. I know where there's more.
Yep. So that'll wrap up this beer review. And until next time, I'm Brad.
I'm Jessica.
Happy brewing. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and thumbs up and check out some of our other videos.